Hey guys, it's R3MJ here. I've decided to start something new on my channel, inspired by my best friend Avi Zephyr, aka AZ Universe. I'm going to be making daily vlogs. I think Friday is the perfect day to start this because everyone loves Friday. Starts the weekend, you get to go to bed late, you don't have to wake up early the next day. You know, unless you're an adult that has to go to work. Things that will be included in my vlogs are channel updates and things going on in my life. There might be more to come, I'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start off with channel updates. In order to make R3MJ the success it is, I have to look at the fact that I do a variety of different things, including singing, news, Titanic, and Michael Jackson Alive videos. To do all this can be challenging because I might not know what to do for my next video. If I would want to have a singing video next, or a Titanic video next. I mean, I haven't done a news video in like a year, so I mean, that's probably over with. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really care about it that much anymore. But I try to make RE3MJ entertaining. Because with the subscribers that I have, if they watch my videos and subscribe, they obviously care enough. They obviously want to watch more. They're entertained. I love what I do, and I plan on doing that for the rest of my life. I currently have 139 subscribers. 139 people that love my channel and want to see my videos. I've got 41,202 video views. Those might not even be from subscribers. Those can be from anyone. And my most popular video has 16,071 views in the past 8 months since it was uploaded. I call all of that a success. So those are the channel updates. Now to get to things going on in my life. Today, October 4th, 2013, I wake up to a rude awakening around 6 a.m. My family was just being really loud, and I usually wake up at 6 to going back to Indiana by the Jackson 5 because that's the loudest sound I have on my iPad. I get ready for school really quickly. Like, my clothes are next to me, so when I wake up, I just get dressed right away. My lunch is made the night before so that I can have more free time before I have to go to school. Like, I'll watch TV or hang with my mama, you know, whatever. My bus is supposed to come at 6:50, but it really comes at 7, which irritates me because if the bus schedule says the bus will be at my house at 6:50, I expect it to be there at 6:50, not 7 when it usually comes. Depending on the weather, standing outside for 10 minutes might just kill me, not literally. See, if you're like a regular student, and me being in high school, a lot of Stevenson people might relate, if a bus comes at a certain time, you know, if it says like in the bus schedule it's gonna come at a certain time, be there at that time. Like, don't be there 10 minutes late. Let's say when winter comes, people are gonna be cold. They're gonna be freezing their asses off, and they're not gonna want to stand 10 minutes waiting for a bus. Especially depending on how cold it is, the bus might not even freaking start. No one's gonna like that. And personally, I don't. I can't stand the fact that my bus comes that late. It happened at my junior high too, at Abd Kizik. It came quicker than my Stevenson bus, believe it or not. Most of the time it's usually at least 5 minutes after, but sometimes it could have been later too. I think the longest I ever stayed out there was 15 minutes, and then I just got frustrated. I went inside, my mom would drive me, you know. Daily school has been really boring for me. You know, it's high school and it's supposed to be one of the great experiences of your life. But for me, it really isn't. At least not yet. I usually get to school around 7:15 because in the morning a lot of people tend to not go on the bus. They'll probably, I wouldn't say oversleep. Some might, but they might want to sleep later and they'll have, if they have a driver's license, they'll drive, or the parents will drive them or something. Every day I usually hang around outside my first class until 8, which is the first bell. I usually hang out with my best friend, Jacob Grossman, and one of my other friends, Nick D'Angelo, who's on my bus. He lives on my street. For some reason, Jacob kept quoting Patrick from SpongeBob. Do you guys remember the episode where Squidward's arch nemesis Squilliam comes to town and Squidward says he owns a 5-star restaurant? Remember the part where Squidward asked Patrick if he could take hats in a sophisticated manner? And Patrick goes, "Oh, you mean like a weenie? Who may I take your hat, sir? Who may I take your hat, sir?" Well, he kept repeating that, so I thought I'd show him the video, which made him crack up more than he already was. And then I was quizzing him on SpongeBob, like, you know, the website, Fun Trivia. I mean, I'm not sure how popular it is, but you can basically find a bunch of different quizzes. So, like, I've quizzed him a bunch of things on Titanic, Michael Jackson, say he wanted to do SpongeBob. Well, I suggested it because of the fact that he was impersonating Patrick. My first class, acting, officially starts at 8:05. Sometimes the class can be really fun, but sometimes it can kind of be pointless because I wouldn't really say pointless is the right word to use, but I might not necessarily understand what we do, like why we do what we do. My group had to do a skit with these kids with a free spaceship ride. They get excited, and the instructor ends up being totally insane, which makes them leave. It was called like the Three Object Project. Basically, you didn't have to necessarily bring them. It could have been pantomime, which is like invisible objects, so you could like act it out. Basically, we were assigned the three objects, so that's why there was a spaceship ride and everything, and we just had to make a story out of it. It was my idea to have the fact that the kids win a free spaceship ride. I mean, I think the whole thing went well, but I'm not really sure what my grade is yet. I have a feeling I got a B, just because of the fact that this is the final draft, and a rough draft, I think my group had to be louder, and I guess some of them were facing their backs to the audience, which obviously makes it harder for the audience to hear. But I think I went pretty good today. I don't remember having my back facing the audience or anything, so. My next class, Algebra 1, was okay. It was basically like a regular lesson. I turned my homework in from last night. I did a warm-up with my table. Yesterday we switched seats. So I'm closer to the door, so when the bell rings, I can get out a lot faster. Today's lesson was 3.2, and it kind of had to do with slope, but the word slope was never mentioned. We also did Rage, which, all in all, it wasn't a boring class. But I was happy to get out of it. My third class, dance, I beyond hate because we did crappy dances to crappy music I never even heard of. I'm only taking a class so I don't have to take gym, which annoys me. Because obviously I said before, I go to Stevenson, and I hear that the pool there is really cold. And personally, I don't like the fact that, you have to wear caps. I just, I think it's weird. And basically, like, if the pool is cold, I just have a trick. I don't even bother checking the temperature. I just jump right in. At first, usually, I would just, like, dip my foot in like a lot of people do. But if you just jump in, you get used to it, like, right away. So, it's pretty easy. And just, I'm not the most active person, but of course you have to do, a physical education in a class, in some ways. I mean, I didn't want to do gym, and I only wanted to do dance because I didn't want to be in gym. And part of the reason I don't really feel anymore, but the fact that I can really only dance like Michael Jackson, I can't really do any other dances, I guess. I thought maybe I should learn some new moves, but honestly, I don't really like it at all. In biology, we basically worked on a test review for our test on Tuesday, or we could work on our project that's due on Wednesday, but I decided to do the review, so I wouldn't have to do it for homework, and I still have plenty of time to do the project, because it's a group project. Then I had lunch where I watched the promo for Cory Monteith's tribute episode on Glee for like the 8th time since the promo aired last night. I know that the episode's obviously going to be sad, but I bet it's going to be the best episode of the season, and of all time. My favorite episode is currently the Michael Jackson tribute episode from season 3. No surprise there. Cory was my favorite character on this show, and my favorite TV actor, and to know that he is gone, and all the Gleeks are never going to see Finn Hudson again, breaks my heart. It sucks. When Cory died, I called my dad. My dad was the one who told me, so I called him a liar because I thought it was just another one of those celebrity death hoaxes where people say that a certain celebrity is dead. They're not. They've done that to Paul McCartney, Chumlee from Pawn Stars on the History Channel. It's happened to many different people, so I thought Cory was just a victim of that. So when it turned out to be true, I just, I was shocked. And then when I found out what killed him, I wasn't really surprised.